Is it on?
Yeah.
I think it's on. All right, hey, come on over here. Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Thank
Okay.
you for joining us.
You gotta come over here.
Why do we have to meet?
Come on over here. Because it's. Whoa, dang it.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
I always do that.
Okay, Rainier, come on up here. You want to say hi to people?
Hi.
Well, you got to come up here. Okay, so they can see you through there.
Hi.
You want to say hi?
My name's Rainier. Everybody knows that. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Someone says hi, Felia. Julie says hi, Felia.
Mark
Mark.
says hello,
Hello,
Crawford.
Crawford.
Let us know if you're
Hi.
here in the chat.
Hi.
It looks like we have 30 people on right now. That's cool. Jen, the INFP,
Wow.
says hi, everyone. She has her Myers-Briggs. I should say, I'm Ben, the 8. Hey, guys. Welcome to the live chat that we're going to do today. This is to celebrate, I don't know if we told you kids this. This is to celebrate 20,000 subscribers and to introduce ourselves to new people that haven't seen every single one of our videos. So we need you guys' help real quick. We're going to introduce ourselves by our name and our age, but we thought that we'd give you guys like a few more tidbits. But what do you want to know?
Where's Dove? Someone's asking.
Oh, there's Dove. Hang on. There's Dove there.
OMG,
Okay.
hi, fam.
Who says, oh, okay, you got to
Micah's
scoot
on.
in.
What's up, Micah?
I can't read this. It's too far away. We don't fit in the screen anymore.
Carrie told us it's 22K, actually.
What's that?
22,000 subscribers.
Okay, we need a question for our introduction. So name, age, and what else? It can be silly. Is he going to be talking in my ear this whole time? I can't even hear myself think. These live things are probably better in the planning period than in real life. Why do you live in Kentucky? Okay, favorite dinner? That's easy enough.
Why does
Cammy look so sad?
Dad.
Because she has 6 kids. Okay, let's just go with favorite dinner. Let's keep on saying hi. We're going to try and read them. Heather's here. Mama's here. Maggie's here. Lisa S. Hi, Crawford. It's Micah Miller. Julie Wall. Julie wants to know, what did we do for Shabbat yesterday? We had donuts. Okay, so can you guys say your name and your age and your favorite dinner? We'll start with Rainier. Hey, Rainier, come on back over here.
Can you go over
Come here.
there? Just to say hi to people?
We're gonna talk a little bit, okay?
He's getting into her wallet.
Oh, I don't think you're supposed to get into that wallet. Whose is that? Are you getting money out of there? What's the money for?
Some more money.
Oh, hey, can you say what's your name?
I'm Rainier, and I have new markers.
You have new markers?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Rainier Tofford.
That's right. How old are you?
2.
Close. Do you remember you had a birthday? That's
3.
right.
Yeah, you're 3.
And what's your favorite dinner? What do you like for food?
Oh, someone's asking what Shabbat.
Pomegranate.
What?
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate?
Shabbat is our rest day.
Okay. All right, Fleah, you want to say your name and your age? Ooh, I just gave it away, sorry. And your favorite dinner?
I'm Felia, and I'm 8. My favorite dinner, I don't really know. What?
No? Did that change?
No.
Hey, we got to squish everyone in here somehow.
Dad.
Geez, what? Do we just keep on not fitting here? Okay, who's next? Memory, go for it.
My name is Memory, and I'm 12.
Favorite dinner?
No, my favorite dinner is clam chowder.
All right.
Dove, can you scoot in, or can you guys scoot in?
Dove's turn.
All right, Dove, go for it.
I'm Dove, and I'm 17, and my favorite dinner is breakfast for dinner.
1, 2, 8. I got my dinner.
My name's 7. I'm 14, and my favorite dinner is Jets Pizza.
My name's Eden. I'm 16, and I really like Korean food.
What? I like that.
Oh, you like that too?
Oh my gosh, can we block Micah?
Okay, Cammy, you want to go?
Okay, my name's Cammie. I'm 38, and my favorite dinner is a really good burger.
And my name is Ben. I'm 39. My favorite dinner is strawberry shortcake.
What? I did dessert.
What?
Okay, she has hers now.
Oh, what's yours?
What is
Mine is biscuits and gravy.
it? Oh,
Biscuits and
Like
gravy.
a-
Nice. Yep.
Okay, so one of the things I thought it would be cool to talk about, since we have all these new people and old people, so welcome new and old people, is if there was something that you could tell them about our family that you don't think that they know or can't see on the vlog, what would that be? Like one thing. Who wants to go first?
Probably like it hasn't always been like this. Like we changed a lot, and I don't. Yeah, I think people see us as like this like completely different thing from themselves, but we're not really.
Why does his head smell like cotton candy?
Because they were, it's lotion. They were playing.
Ugh, gross. Okay, who else has something? Dove, can you just get in here so we can? Who else has something? What do you think people would like to know about our family, or that they don't know?
I don't know. I think Eden is the biggest thing. Like we really, we're not like this our entire lives.
There's a lot of arguing between
Behind the
siblings.
scenes.
And you don't really see that because we don't
It's not easy. I'd like to film it actually.
vlog.
I'm Winnie.
What else?
I like gravy too.
Likes gravy. It's always great. I feel like
and
you know,
doing it too.
people don't. I don't know if people realize how much of our vlog is just a product that we put out, and it's not really like we don't have a soundtrack to our life. And you know, there's 13 sexy minutes on the vlog, but most of our life is not like that. It's just spent with crying kids and me and Cammy figuring things out and doing chores and just like regular family things actually that we don't film. Anything else you guys want to say about that? Okay, hey, can you put it down a tiny bit because I can't even hear. All right, let me catch up on some of the comments
I know,
really
there's
quick.
a lot.
Okay, there's a lot coming up here.
questions.
Let's. I can't see how many people are here. 156. That's out of control.
Oh my god.
Okay. Where are we? So Nancy says hi. Chris says hi. Richie says hi. The Chum Daddy says, "Where's Deb?" Okay, we already answered that. Julie says, "Hi Eden. Hi Seven. Hi Memory. Yay for 20K." Leanne says, "Been looking forward to this." Gary White says, "22K actually." Maggie says, "Hey." Tanya says, "Hi from Saskatchewan, Canada." Okay, we already answered this favorite dinner thing. What's your favorite coffee drink? Oh, now it's all coming in, like all the things. Any other things? Let's talk about Enneagram. No, let's not. Actually, we have a huge vlog coming out this week
Huge.
about very long.
Very long.
Do you all ever discuss flip-flopping the AT? Absolutely not. Although people were suggesting that from us.
We made fun of flip-floppers. I'm not really proud of that, but
Yeah,
we did that.
we kind of had that joke. I don't even know.
So I'm sorry if anyone is a flip-flopper.
We were like, remember when we were with the Degenerates and we were saying like,
The ranking.
how would you deal with it if you found out your kid grew up and ended up being a flip-flopper or something like that?
Mom and Dad have a flip-flopper.
Julie's asking Eggs Benedict for Dove and Cherry Coke. Yep. Tiana says hi from London. You want Cherry
Yeah.
Coke too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, so what we're gonna do for this live stream. Sorry, that's like absolute chaos around here. This is why we edit. Is we are going to answer these questions that you guys asked on Facebook. So people voted the top questions for the kids, and these are the questions that you guys got to answer. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way so you guys can all sit in here and you guys can answer these. So can you guys get in there and make sure that.
Okay. Let me get the microphone.
All right, Memory, can you get into? Okay, so the first question is from Joe Jamie Sheridan, and it has 6 likes. And she asks, do you children feel like you can talk to your parents about everything and anything? Or even if you do feel like you can talk to them about anything, do you still feel compelled to keep certain things private, especially as you get older? Seems like your parents value and encourage open communication. And may I add, according to what I see on YouTube, and I know it's just bits and pieces of your life, they seem to do a good job at keeping communication lines open. So do you guys talk about everything, or are there things that you don't want to talk about?
I don't feel like I need to talk about everything. I mean, we have siblings to talk to, and yeah, if I do, I don't know. Okay, that made no sense.
I can't think of anything that I wouldn't talk to my parents about. One thing that I have noticed that I appreciate about my parents is like they're almost like they're like really not nosy, and it's almost to like a fault, because like sometimes I want them to like care, or like I want them to tell them about something, but they almost like they do care, but they almost don't, kind of. But I think that's kind of helpful because I don't feel like I have to. I can if I want to, but I don't know, something.
Yeah, I feel like there's not really something that I wouldn't share with them if I ever feel the need to like talk to them about something, and I do. It's not really.
I don't really know how to answer that.
Richard is asking, does Dove play blackjack?
Like count cards? No.
Okay, next question. Did everyone answer that one that wants to? Okay, the next question is from Joe Harold. When you become an adult, would you rather move into one of the houses Dada has purchased or move out on your own somewhere else? Let's let Fleia go first because she hasn't answered yet. When you get older, do you want to live in a house like in the neighborhood here, or do you want to live somewhere else?
Probably in this neighborhood. Someone else.
You want to move somewhere else? Okay. Where do you want to move to?
To that big house that we lived in.
Oh. All right.
Probably that sweet cabin.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
All right. How about you guys?
Hey, Dada,
I think that'd be really
talking
cool.
about that sweet cabin.
Oh, the cabin?
Yeah.
To stay in
Go, dear.
one of the houses that my dad owns, and to be close to my mom and dad.
I would probably move because I wanted to stay here when I was younger, but I kind of had enough of Bellevue for the most part, and I just wanted to kind of like explore the world a little bit, but still visit my family a lot. But yeah, not really. I live in Bellevue because I spent a lot of my life here.
Thanks for your honesty.
A lot of your life. All right, who else has an answer?
I could either see me living in like Washington or here. But if I were to live here, I would definitely prefer to live in one of my dad's houses, at least right now.
All right. Did anyone else have an answer? Man, the setup is so terrible. You have so many people crammed around this computer, and I can't see the comments. Okay, what else? What other comments do we have?
7 can live with me.
Would 7 ever consider doing a vlog on editing? 7, do you want to do a vlog about how to edit?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea.
All right, are you going to do it or what? This person's asking
I remember.
if he remembers. All right.
After you clean your
Joni says hello from Palm Springs. Patricia says, what are your thoughts on the possibility of finding a soulmate in a relationship and whether you and Cammie have that type of relationship? That's deep.
Oh.
Hang on. Oh, Lisa E is here. Sorry I'm late. Good to see you all.
Hi, Lisa.
And she's our moderator. Okay, Lisa, you might want to block Micah. He's kind of causing a lot of trouble. Okay, Alan asks, what was your favorite section of the AT?
New York.
The end.
100-mile wilderness.
Yeah, 100
Gotta
mile
speak up.
wilderness.
Okay. Celia, what was your favorite section of the AT? Do you remember?
No, not really. The AT.
Your favorite section was Holly and Papa's house?
Yeah, on the AT.
On the AT.
I saw them yesterday
Yeah?
in the mountain.
In the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
McCartney.
let's move on to the next
Hey,
question.
Annie's here.
Okay, Bob McGeorge, this is my friend from high school. He says, what kind of job do you see yourself getting when you're an adult?
Wait, what we want to get or what we see ourselves getting? Like,
I don't know, answer both, whichever you want.
I don't want to be anything.
You don't want to be anything.
Probably not.
All right.
I'd probably just do something with filming or editing as a job because I enjoy it.
Deb, what do you think?
Recently I've been getting more and more into photography, and my dad just got me a really nice camera, and I really enjoy tinkering with that. And I've done a few small gigs that have been really fun. So I don't know, I'd see myself progressing further in that as a job.
Are you getting a memory?
I don't really have an idea yet, but I think I would like to work with animals. Really cool.
At the zoo?
Eden, you want to answer that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ben, moving on.
I just put the birds in time.
Oh my gosh, Lisa E took it seriously.
Good. Okay. Micah's their friend, but he's, Okay. Rob says, as a father of a daughter I named America, do you like your unique names? And he says that he does.
I don't get how people are so offended by our names. Like, I literally, I don't really think very much of it. Like, people think 7 is like the weirdest name ever. It's like, it's just not to me. But I feel like people, I read comments and people have said, like, oh my gosh, who would name their kids this? Blah, 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 blah. Like,
Those are weirdos, though.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I feel like we're just really used to our names, and I feel like if I did hear someone named 8 or whatever, but 7's not a weird name to me. Of course, I did meet someone who had a dad's name was 7. I didn't meet his dad, so I don't believe him.
You guys gotta speak up. Okay. What else? Memory, Eden?
I've met a lot of people named Eden.
Do you guys like your names?
Yeah.
That was a question.
I like my name.
It's I don't know. It's a name.
Yeah.
My mom make me a lot of time.
Your mom spanked you a lot of times.
Who's your mom?
Yeah. I don't know about that.
We wish.
When I go
Gosh,
bed.
that's like.
Hey,
Hey,
Dada.
hey, what?
When I go bed, then he will put me on that.
I don't know about that. Okay. I think we have one final question for the kids from Laura Hoffman. Now that you have no rules, when it's time to make decisions about what you will or will not do, what thought process do you go through to make decisions? Do you think more about yourself or how your decisions will affect others around you? How much of your previous rules or guidance do you think affects your decisions now that you have no rules? How do you think this will help or hurt your younger siblings? All right, so basically, what's it like having no rules, and does it impact how you make decisions now?
Yeah. Well,
Why don't you go first, Emily?
well, now we have sort of like kind of rules. I don't know. A structure, yeah. But I don't know. It makes me want to do stuff more. Like it makes me more motivated. Like we used to have to go running, but now like I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it.
I think there's more clarity for like where the responsibility lies. Like there's no one to blame but us for how we feel our life is going, or if we feel like something's lacking in our lives. Yeah, it's just kind of all on us, which is a good thing and a bad thing, I think.
A day with no rules for me looks like kind of like sleeping in and playing more video games than I would do with rules. And that Rainier doesn't really play video games yet, so. And no one else really cares about video games except for me, so. Is that the question? Well, like, yeah, it doesn't really have.
No,
Really, because.
I'm not talking about video games.
How does it affect your decision making?
Well, if I don't really decide, like, if I decide to play video games, it's not really like that, I guess. I don't really.
Ian, how about you?
I see Brian's thing.
It's kind of hard for me. I feel like I still like asking my mom and dad if I can do stuff, and it's like a little bit more confusing. I think there's like it's good parts and bad parts about it.
You guys want to just answer some of the questions on the side now?
Oh,
What?
okay. Are we homeschooled? Are you homeschooled?
Is there food you
You said. What about it?
So that was all the questions. Now we have a few more minutes to just do some of these live questions. Did you guys get to these yet?
My 6-year-old wants to know how you guys came up with the hiking.
Are you
plan.
guys homeschooled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Gary asks, is there a food you ate on trail that you don't ever want to see again?
Peanut butter, tortillas.
Little Debbie.
Tuna,
Hostess.
Honey
bun.
Honey bun.
Pop-Tart.
Honey bun.
Freeze-dried.
yeah, like
Avery says, I would love to see Dove's photos on Instagram or something. Is there a place that they can find your photos?
I have an Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
Time to plug. Boom. My Instagram is @DoveSkyHigh. And
the other one.
That's all.
My penny.
And then Eden's is.
Oh, yeah. Eden's
Okay, well, you can say Deb's now. She's saying yours.
Oh, she just.
No,
Yeah, she can-
I only said her name. Bro. I only said your name.
Why are you acting like bashful teenagers all of a sudden?
Mama.
Okay, Avery. Oh, that was Avery's.
Mama.
What was the most challenging part of the AT? Asks Jenny.
Pennsylvania.
The whites.
Pennsylvania, the whites.
Yeah.
Beginning,
Oh, yeah.
like the first.
The first 4
first
months.
700 miles.
Mama.
Romeo says, my 6-year-old wants to know how you guys came up with the hiking plan.
Mama.
What does that mean?
Lisa said, sorry, I just put him in timeout.
What's the hiking plan? I think we just like walked.
Mama.
We had to kind of figure it out. We didn't really know what we were, like, we didn't go in with a plan, like.
Let's watch our AT vlogs.
Noel says, do you have favorite places to hike near Cincinnati? Kenwood Mall.
Or stairs.
Red River Gorge.
Jesse asks, what is your favorite drink from Starbucks? Also, do you plan on hiking the CDT or PCT together?
No.
Mama.
What's your favorite drink from Starbucks?
We don't really go there.
I got sick of the hot chocolate, but it used to be hot.
Vinegar Breve.
Actually, they have like fruit juice.
Oh, yeah.
there that I
There.
like.
Strawberry, lemonade.
You see what mine said, Memory?
What? Oh, yeah.
Foggy Bottom says hi.
So that guy.
There's 2 fogs on the trail.
His name is Fog, not Foggy.
I'm trying to see if there's any more questions. What's your favorite? Trina says, what's your favorite relaxing activity?
My name is Rainier, and I want I like Mama, and I like cookie dough, and I like Gab.
Oh, look, Tanya says, hey guys, thanks for the postcard.
And
Oh, yeah.
Tanya was the one that gave Cammie the cupcakes, oh man, and those hamburgers or cheeseburgers and Starbucks drinks on Cammie's birthday. Okay, last question. Where is it? Christine says, favorite Northern Kentucky pizza place?
Dewey's. I like Strong's.
I thought you just said Jets, or someone said Jets. I think.
Seven.
I
Yeah.
said that.
Jets
Wait,
is so
what?
good.
Question?
Your favorite pizza place?
Jets. Yeah.
Mine's Justin.
Oh, Eden. Someone's
like
asking if we're
Dewey's.
still
I
watching
don't
Game
know.
of Thrones.
Yes.
Why are you asking? That's a question for not me.
It's going so slow. Not me.
We're watching it tonight. I think.
All right, it's time to say goodbye.
Wait, we aren't?
Hi.
You guys want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Mike Camilla's back on.
Can you guys do us a favor and take Rainier upstairs, please? You want to say goodbye, Rainier?
Goodbye. Oh, we don't watch Game Phones.
I don't know if we're watching Game of Thrones tonight.
But-
I know. All right. Hey, time to go upstairs with Deb, okay, please?
Can you take him? Go that way.
Okay, we are transitioning. Oh my goodness.
We don't watch Game Phones.
How are you watching later?
All right, Flea, can you move so your mom can sit there, please? All right, Julie says, good night. Victor says, thank you, Crawfords. We're still going to be doing, Cammie and I are still around here for another 30 minutes, just so you guys know. Just the kids are taken up, so it's going to be a little bit less chaotic because we want to answer some of the questions that you guys asked for us. What is that noise?
Hey, Deb.
Hey, can you please turn that down? Micah, it just is doing FaceTime now because he got blocked on the chat by Lisa E.
That was funny.
That is pretty amazing.
I'm glad she takes her job very seriously.
I know, I love this. Great job, Lisa E. Okay, so hey guys, hopefully that was fun. It's hard for us to experience it on this end because we're doing this like parenting thing, at least trying to do our version of it.
Yeah.
And it's hard. But okay, so we're going to answer these questions that you guys asked on Facebook that you guys wanted to do. So kind of our heart for doing this, now that I can think a little bit, was the channel blew up like over, the AT, and there's all these people that have all these questions. And in my mind, we've already made videos about these things, so like I don't really want to talk about them again because I feel like, we've already said this, but it's hard for me to remember that, when I start watching a vlog, I don't watch all the videos previously. Like, who has time for that, really? I know some of you guys have done that, but most people don't. So we really want the new people to feel welcome and to, at least be able to know some of the basics. I'm really glad you new people are here. And of course, it's really fun to see the old names and faces.
Yeah.
So we asked these questions on Facebook, and these were the ones that were voted the highest. So Joe Jamie says, curious about Cammie's past and family. You guys talk about Ben's family a ton, maybe because they're close, but never hear about Cammie's. Also, how did you guys meet? And this question has 7 likes, which means we have to answer it.
Yeah. I'm not very close with my family. There's a lot of stuff that happened that has made it pretty difficult to be close emotionally with them. And at one point, I think we will be ready to share more, but that's kind of where it's at right now.
I didn't hear what Cammie said, but I can imagine. One of the tricky things also with this vlog is we try and make it about us, and there's a lot of relationships that are very complicated around us.
Yeah.
And it's always tricky to know what to talk about and what not to talk about. And where we draw that line is if it's our experience and our perspective and our story, we feel comfortable talking about it. And sometimes that means leaving people out that I wish we could include sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's not always even negative, it's like positive, but it just would complicate the relationship. So anyways,
how do we meet?
Hang on, there's questions coming in. Let's field a few of these first. Okay. Lisa said, put him in timeout. He's back. Break out the cigars and wine. Seriously. Who says that? Spencer. Jen says, I want to thank you. I love my coffee now. I'm not roasting yet, but will soon.
Oh,
See,
cool.
that's positive life change. I'm very happy to hear that. The Tune Daddy says, thanks for your honesty and authenticity. Derek Schaefer says, West Virginia native here, favorite cigar. Our favorite cigar line is Drew Estate, and probably their natural line. That's my favorite. And a lot of people look down on those types of cigars because they're kind of like flavored or sweet, but life's only so long, I don't know what your favorite is.
I like the flavored ones the best.
Okay.
Or they're not flavored, they're just sweet. Yeah. Okay.
I always say I'm practicing parenting. It's always different with each child every time. I never feel adequate as a parent. I just do my best and pray I'm doing the right thing. Says Ab Frabs. Richard Balser asks Poke Smot.
He's really wanting to.
Oh, if you say smoke pot, do you get censored out? Let's talk about smoking pot. That'd be kind of fun. I've tried smoking pot like, I guess probably 4 times, but I've never been able to get high. And it's on my bucket list. Like I actually want to get high at some point just to like see what all the hype is about. But I've like really, really tried, and I've never been able to do it. And the last 2 or 3 times I was like, I'm like going to do this. And you want to tell your little story?
I've tried it once, but not smoking because I don't really know how to inhale very well. It kind of freaks me out. It's funny because I smoke cigars, but you don't inhale cigars. But I've tried edibles, and it was kind of a letdown.
George says it's all about Ben. That's just like his YouTube comment.
George.
Brandy says, any kids have nightmares from Game of Thrones? Not yet. We haven't heard anything.
Hopefully I had something like that could have been related to Game of Thrones.
I hadn't heard about that. Any plans to shave your beard? Ask Chris. Yes, actually, I'm going to go ahead and ruin the clickbait for you, but probably tomorrow or the next day, I think it's all coming off. It'll be 1 year. And I'll talk about it in the vlog, but I have these moments where I'm just like, oh, I'm going to grow it for the rest of my life. And then it'll 1 week, I'll just be so over it. So I'm addicted to change, I think, more than anything. So it's coming off. Solamia asks, what do you think about going plant-based? I'm not really a huge fan of plant-based, but I'm more and more a fan of not meat-based, more because I'm kind of setting it as a goal for myself to try and not be involved in violence for 2019. So I've been eating less meat, but most of the family has been on a pretty similar track. But I don't mind. I'm not interested in full vegan necessarily.
We love ice cream too much.
Rebecca asks, what is our family running schedule? We run Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Shilby asks, just found your podcast. Had no idea you had one. You want to talk about that for a second? Because you want to talk about that anyways.
I wanted to plug our podcast, especially with the people who are doing live stream, because thought some of you might be interested in it. We do one podcast, comes out a week on Mondays, I believe. And it's a different flavor of who we are. It's just Ben and I talking, but we're just talking with each other and about different topics every week. And it's different than our vlog talking, or if you've seen our vlog talking videos, it's different than that. So
very different.
It's a little more it flows a little bit differently. I would say it's more real than any of our vlogs. So
yeah. Okay, we need to go back to these questions that you guys voted on because we have to get through them today. Al asks, do you have any plans to do any trail magic for the Appalachian Trail through hikers? Yes, soon. That's all I'm going to say. Seriously, you guys wasted one of your questions on that.
Karen says, you mentioned in passing in one prior vlog, sorry, our kid's yelling. You mentioned in passing in one prior vlog that the children don't regularly go to doctors. Cammie, I know you went to nursing school, so it's got me curious. What's your thoughts regarding preventative health care? I don't know how
and then
you
she goes
categorize
on
us.
mammograms, colonoscopies, pap smears.
Very minimal. Like when Memory broke her arm in two, I was really glad doctors exist and hospitals exist. But as far as regular checkups and just everything they tell you to do, we're not very good at that.
Well, okay, so this question is really fascinating to me because it says preventative health care. I am all for preventative, meaning like exercise, sleep, low stress, eating healthy. Like I love that, but I'm not a huge fan of the healthcare system because I don't think most of the healthcare system in America actually provides health. I think it's more about like symptom management and it's like more about a status symbol. So we opt out of a lot of this system. And this could be the subject of future videos. It's like really a personal thing that's I guess a really big deal to us, but I don't really think about it. And I don't like trying to convert people and I don't like talking about it. And it's so controversial because people are so attached to healthcare. I mean, the healthcare system and the way they see it, it's so fascinating. So yeah, I hope that gives you guys a little bit of an answer.
Last one.
The last one, yeah. Joe. Oh, okay, so this is Joe, the same one that asked the other question to the kids. Which would you make you two happier? Having all of your kids move into the houses in your neighborhood, being together into your old age, or seeing your children go out into the world to forge their own destinies?
That's a tricky one.
It's really tricky.
Because right now, it's really hard for me to imagine them all going their separate ways. But if they were all, but I think I am a believer in them really choosing.
Yeah.
And that would make me happy if they felt like they could choose whatever they actually wanted, not just to try to make us happy.
My goal with buying some of these houses around here and building a cool place is to provide a space where they have the opportunity to be given a house that's close to family if that's what they want. But it's not to pressure them. And I guess what would make me bummed out is if they felt like they had to go because they didn't have a place to stay, or if they felt like they had to stay because they felt pressured by us or some other variable. So I think in the past I felt like I had more identity wrapped up in building this legacy
And
or
it had to look
dynasty.
a certain way.
Yeah, and I would have been more hurt if they would have left. But I think now I really believe that I don't know, that their choice in the matter is actually really important.
Yeah.
As important as anything else. Cool. So we have about 20 minutes where we're just going to really try and go through some of these comments that you guys are leaving now and answer as many as we can. Okay. This person says, do you guys end up recording the podcast? Do you have an upload schedule? We publish every Monday at 6 a.m. That's when we publish. And we record like that week. But Burning Beard says, do you split 8s with an ace showing? Always split aces and 8s. Burning Beard. Gary says, your podcast with Mighty Blue is great. Something with the English accent makes it sound more official. Man, I totally agree. I wish I had an English accent. Did you ever listen to that podcast? I don't even think we even listened to it.
I know what he means because it sounds more formal in English accent.
Do a video on how to wash down jackets, says Tristan. Okay, that's super easy. Don't wash your down jackets. Don't wash your wool clothing. This wool t-shirt right here.
Okay, but we did.
I know, and I got really pissed about it because I don't know why you did. Well, if you do, you just have to be really careful. You need to
Don't dry it.
Don't dry
it.
Well, with heat, and then you need to use a special down cleaner.
Yeah. Okay.
You just toss that shit in the wash.
Yeah.
Okay, now, okay.
Right.
Jesse asks, what are your favorite YouTube channels? I'm gonna do this.
Here, Okay. What are your favorite YouTube channels? Jesse asks. Oh, we like to watch H3H3, Casey Neistat, PewDiePie. He always makes me laugh. Let's see. Who else? Those are probably our go-tos. Okay, Sean. Any chance of you guys getting Pee-wee on the vlog? Miss her. Man, that would be cool. We don't have any plans of that.
What's the question?
I feel like she's getting married at some point. Any chance of us getting Pee-wee on the vlog?
Oh, man. Good luck with
She
that.
lives a few hours away from us.
I see her on Facebook every now and again, but that's the thing on the trail. It's like this whole different world, and then people go and live their lives, and it's like, do routines, Jen, the INFP, says, do routines and schedules come naturally to you both? Or did you have to work slowly towards that kind of lifestyle?
Yeah, it didn't come natural to us at the beginning at all. We kind of lived, we were funny when we first got married.
We had no schedule at all.
Yeah.
I think it was really a byproduct of seeing the value in schedule. Like, we're not the type that's like, oh, we need a schedule to feel good about our day. But I think what we realized having 4 bodies and then 6 bodies and then 8 bodies living under the same roof
Yeah.
is that if we didn't communicate our shared value system, which the way that you do that, there's 2 ways I know to do that. One is with a schedule and one is with a budget, because that decides where your time and your money goes. Then everyone's feelings are everyone's getting jerked around all over the place because you're just basing it off the whims of whoever the most powerful person is and what they feel like that day. So we create a schedule to kind of protect everyone. But it was only when we had a large number of people that we felt the need to do that. And we hated it at first. And now I actually find a lot of freedom in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I felt like someone was like strangling me when we first started scheduling.
JT asks, is there anything that you do to help develop friendships between your kids? This is something that I would love to happen for mine. Oh, you're talking about with our kids and each other.
I hiked the AT.
Yeah, that made them hate each other.
No, I don't think it did.
At times.
Definitely at times, but I do think it bonded them together. Like doing something hard together, I think there's a lot to say for that. I don't know. Other than that, we're pretty, I don't know.
I think we had a belief early on. This was really important to us is I think kids will rise oftentimes to the highest vision that they know of. So a lot of times as parents, we yell at them when we say these things, basically like just like stop fighting or like shut up or like don't do that. And I feel like that's actually really demeaning to children because it like indicates that they're not capable of anything better and they don't know of anything better. And they're like really insecure and struggle with sibling rivalry and all those types of things. And the picture we wanted to paint for our children very early on was like your siblings are your biggest allies, your biggest potential teammates, your biggest fans, and your biggest assets for the entire rest of your life. And we want you to live up to that for what that potential is.
But also sometimes I get really discouraged when I hear 2 of our kids just like really going at it. And I think, oh, this is how it's going to be the rest of their life. They're going to hate each other. But then I just realized, no, they're going through different stages of development. And it's just, I don't know. I've learned to chill out. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but I've also just learned to just like, let it be.
Yeah, I think it's both. I mean, one is believing that something's possible for them and even showing them at times what that is. But we've also had more of a hands-off approach than ever and said, if you guys want to rip each other's faces off right now, like sometimes the best thing for us to do is like let you guys do that because that's what you believe is best. And then be there to talk about it afterwards if you want to do that instead of like always like kind of stepping in between the relationship all the time.
Yeah.
So the only thing we really do now for intervention wise, I think, is to protect the youngers from being bullied from olders. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Okay. Emma's asking, do you guys vaccinate? We haven't. Well, we did with one of our kids, like Dove, and we researched that back then. And we decided based on the statistics we had at that time, we didn't really want to, and we just haven't really revisited it much since then. Where are we? Okay. Willow Tassie Prepper says, hi guys. Hi, Willow Tassie Prepper. Is the no rules period over in the house? How's it working, or did it work out? No, it's for the whole year of 2019.
We're in month 3.
Rediri says, do you floss? Yes, I do. In fact, I always keep a piece of floss in my back pocket that each piece usually lasts me about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. And Cami says it's gross. And then every once in a while she has to borrow it. So there you go.
I don't think I say it's gross anymore. Earth Tone, Joe, came in late.
He already answered that. Jess says, I've been binging your podcast and appreciate your willingness to tackle tough topics, especially being parents and sexuality. The AT brought you to my YouTube feed, but I stayed for the rest. I'm glad about that. John says, have you discussed church or seeking some sort of religious group together? Together? Yes. In fact, we talked about that on the run today. And we're not at a place where we're interested in like a formal group right now. And we've benefited from that greatly in the past. And I'm not opposed to it in the future. And we meet with a book club that discusses religious topics and things. So I feel like we're connected with people for sure.
Gidgets asks, any future fan meetup plans?
You know, I don't have any ideas for that. And I would be totally open if it would be helpful. Yeah, I guess I don't know. That's a weird concept to me.
I don't feel like we're big enough for that, but whatever.
Because I don't mind meeting people for coffee and talking, but yeah, I don't want to like sign autographs or I don't know, like
even if
I don't really like the idea of having fans, so
it's kind of weird, but I get it too. Okay.
Hodgepodge fam says new subscriber after watching our IT video. My entire family loved it. I'm really glad that you could watch with your entire family.
Cool.
Patricia says, how would you handle a situation when one of your children became an adult and refused to take advice when a serious problem exists? Wow.
That's a hard one. I'd like to think that I would be able to just let it be. Because I think forcing any adult to do anything never ends well. So
we're practicing that right now, actually. It's one of the disciplines that we have to go through as parents when we have no rules is we give advice a little bit, but that's all we can really do right now. And we don't have any recourse if they don't do it. We can't like ground them or bust them or something. Like we're not using those types of mechanisms this year. Okay, Emma asked, did you guys get your packs shook down on the AT? I was always really worried about being judged. Oh, that's fascinating.
We shook our own packs down a few times.
No, we never did it with anyone else, but I understand that feeling of wanting to be judged. Cami, did Dixie ever subscribe or comment on any of your videos?
I don't think so.
Okay, people are telling me to wash woolen down. No.
Okay.
Oh, Libby. Hi, Libby.
Oh, Libby.
About the breast surgery from recent vlog, have you thought about a lift versus implants? It came up in a conversation with my husband because he also isn't a fan of the idea of the difference in the feel.
I thought about that because that's definitely less invasive, but it goes back. I think I still wouldn't do it just because I value really being okay and not even more than okay with my body and not having to change it in that way.
Brad says, have any talk shows approached you about telling your story about hiking the AT? You know, no. Not many people have. A few people have. And I'm happy because there was this talk when we started the AT of like, oh, you guys are just looking to be on a reality show. And I don't think people realize like, that is the last thing I want to do right now is jump through someone else's hoops.
It gives you opportunities, but I think it's also a bit like hell is my guess. I'm never like. Well,
that's different though. So this is talking about.
I'm just saying being on a talk show probably could even give you more opportunities, but.
Yeah, but I feel like we're in a strange niche where people are really inspired. It does strike a chord with someone.
It's almost a little too out there though.
Hearing a family hike, but yeah, it's like
a little too out there.
It's really bizarre how uninspirational it is also. Like, it's kind of, I think it's just one of those cultural things where I don't know, people love underdog stories, but I think it's a
like
little
too controversial in the wrong ways, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think, but
all right.
How long?
Tamara.
How long have you both been going to counseling? A couple years. How have your views and opinions on counseling changed over the years? Do you think it's vital to personal growth, or do you think it isn't necessary? I think it totally depends. It's helped us grow a ton, but we also found a really good counselor fit for us. And I think that actually is really important. and probably depends on how much you would grow.
I think it's vital to have an outside voice for growth.
It doesn't have to be a counselor.
It can even be a book. But you know that, what's that law of entropy that in a closed system, systems go towards entropy in a closed system. But if it's open, then you allow for growth. So I think it's great for us because we really highly value accelerated growth. But I don't think it's necessary for everyone at all.
No.
Lindsay says, your vlog inspires me to do hard things. Thanks for that. Heather says, did you submit your documentary to Netflix or Amazon? No, we didn't. But we did submit it to a local film festival just because I thought it'd be fun to see it on a big screen. But I don't know if that'll, I have no idea. Other people are coming and saying hi.
Patricia, does Cammy like you better with or without a beard? I used to like him better without a beard, and now I feel like more 50-50. Although when he shaves it off, I'll probably be like, oh, dang. We'll see.
Okay. Patricia says, what would you do if after the sibling fight is over and their relationship becomes estranged? I think we could share our feelings about that and say, hey, it really bums me out that you are estranged right now. Or we could share our own experience and say, when I was, I treated my brother this way and I wish I wouldn't have. But we've realized that letting them choose to be estranged is actually one of the best teachers in all of life, is to go through pain and to make choices that we wouldn't make and wish they're not making, but we can't prevent from them making.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Stephanie, Kevin P. So I've been trying to get my wife to watch more of your videos. We relate on many levels, but she has a hard time committing. Maybe a shout out to Stephanie may help. Got her watching now. Stephanie, I've never begged anyone in my entire life to watch. Please watch. It'll help Kevin and like you more. I don't know.
Can't promise anything though.
Okay.
Got 3 more minutes here.
I don't mind if we go a little bit longer if people are into it. Still just trying to look. Okay, Benjamin Bailey, who bought us breakfast in Maine, says, hey guys, what's your recommendation for ultra trail runners? Lone Peak 3.5s, but I think I heard they're on to 4s, and I haven't tried those out yet, but I would recommend that over the Ultra Temps. The Temps had too high of a profile. They're more expensive, and I recommend the Lone Peaks. And I keep on thinking I should make more Appalachian Trail information videos. It's just something I'm not really that interested in, but I just did the water filtration video after putting it off for a year.
And people like that one. Jess asked, what are the books that you would most recommend right now? I am reading The Power of Now, and it's amazing.
Tin Man says, just want to say I've been watching since before the AT, and as a single dad, have found your channel to be a great help. Most all of you have given me inspiration to be a better, dang it, where'd that comment just go? Oh, it just disappeared.
Oh, it's right there.
To be a better parent. Thank you. You're welcome. And I'm glad that you're able to watch because I know a lot of our stuff is like relational with marriage, but I'm always so encouraged when people watch that don't have our exact same demographic or dynamic, because to me, it means that they're mature and able to take our experience and impose it on their life lessons. Kathy says, do you plan on trying to meet up with Fresh Ground this year while he's on trail? Yes, we hope to in the next couple weeks. We would like to. Charles says, what's up? Jesse says, Ben, what's your favorite beer? My favorite label is Lagunitas. And my favorite beer, which I think is mostly a seasonal one that isn't made right now, is called their Citrus Sinensis. But I like also their Little Something is what it's called.
Yeah, Little Something.
And dang it, there's one other one. I don't remember what it is, but it's Lagunitas. Shabbat question: what about kids' team sports or other events? Do you ever make exceptions on Saturdays?
Every once in a while we'll make an exception, but usually not. And the kids don't really do sports. A few of them have in the past, but no one is right now.
Yeah. I will say that we're fine with exceptions. But what we first had to examine when we first started celebrating a rest day, which we call Shabbat, was if every day is an exception or every weekend is an exception, then we're never really resting, and we might as well just not even call it that. And the way weekends were planned in our culture was the way our life was, especially with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids as we've had them, is there's always something that we had to like say no to. Basically, we had to learn to say no to a lot of things. And at first they were the types of things where we felt like really bad about it. Like even saying no to a birthday party or a moving party or a sports event. I mean, everything felt mandatory. And saying no has been one of the most valuable things we've ever done because, what's that saying? When you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else.
Yeah.
So basically, I think what our family has done that's a bit unique on YouTube is we take family as seriously as other people take school, church, sporting events, and business. I mean, it wouldn't be unheard of to say no to something for business or church, but people don't tend to do that with family for some reason, and I understand that.
Kathy says, I bought the coffee mug warmer, the one you guys shared on the vlog, and I love it. That's cool.
Okay, we're kind of wrapping up on time here, or run out on time, so I'm just going to read a few more. Geez, there's so many good ones, though. I really wish we could spend more time. Let's see. Campfire Jubilee says, thanks for sharing your life and interacting with us on your videos. Are you okay with being mentioned by your friends, since we are fans who watch on our channels? Like, are we fine with you talking about us to other people?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fine.
We're totally fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy says, wish I would have tried the no rules thing to a point when my son was younger. I was way too strict. Yeah, I think maybe we were too, but I also think that all we can ever do is control the present, which might mean I just am a firm believer it's never too late to apologize and to do the best we can with what we have, and to even have grace on our previous version of ourselves, and to say, I don't even know you, Kathy, but my guess is you were doing the best you could back then, and that's okay. I think that's the best we can ever do. So
yeah.
There's a lot of people that watch us and they say, oh, watching you guys made me wish I spent more time with my kids, and I wish I did this, and I wish I hiked more. And I'm happy in one sense, because I'm like, okay, well, it's great that we're changing our perspectives, like always. But I think when we start beating our past selves up for things, it starts to cross a line where it's like, it's no longer being uplifting anymore. Okay, we got people asking about cigars. Everyone's asking about cigars.
How do we get into cigars? Emma and Brad are asking.
So
Ben's been into them for a long time.
Maybe a decade. And I went into this cigar shop, and where the heck was that place? Like Oklahoma City or something?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
No, I don't know. It was one of those cities. I've never been there since. And they had this cigar lounge, and this cigar lounge was just so awesome. Omaha, yes. Omaha. And it was just like chill and quiet, and there's fancy leather. And I love seeing the cigars with the gold labels with like the lighting. It just felt like, it wasn't like cigarettes where people are smoking cigarettes. It was just like fast paced and loud music. I don't have a problem with cigarettes, but it just felt like a different vibe. And I was like, I need to go home and build a cigar lounge. So I did. And then we moved out of that house. But Cami got hooked recently. And
in the last couple of years, yeah.
Man, advice to newly married couples. Okay, we're 4 minutes over, but we're having fun. So, advice to newly married couples.
Don't try to change your spouse.
Yeah, that's good advice. I like that. Yeah, don't focus on changing the other person.
That's a hard one. That'll keep you busy for a while.
That'll keep you out of trouble. Oh my gosh, we are laughing. Thank you so much. Stephanie says thanks, and she thinks that you should shave your beard. Okay, Stephanie, I will shave my beard for you if you watch the vlog with Kevin. Deal?
For how long?
But you have to watch it forever.
Oh gosh.
Shake on it right now.
That's not a good deal. Okay.
Kathy says, shout out to my husband, Todd. He's out of town, and we usually watch
Aw.
every one of your vlogs together. I
Hi,
also
Todd.
enjoy your podcast.
That's cool.
Christine says, do you guys ever get recognized while you're out and about by people who watch your vlog? On the AT, it happened a ton, but not so much.
Not usually, no.
What do your kids want to be when they grow up? They're not here anymore. Okay, John says, we have enjoyed hearing about your religious baggage. We have had a similar journey. How does a 12-step program relate to this? And can you provide more info on this resource? So 12-step groups is like Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous or Sexaholics Anonymous. And they're really kind of mysterious and weird. Like, there's not a whole lot of information out there. But I really encourage people to try it out at some point if they're interested in spiritual development, because what it taught me was, like, I don't know how else to say it except for, like, going to church, it was always about how good you were. But then when I like read the Bible or heard about Jesus, he always like seemed to hang out with the bad people. And I was always confused because church, I always felt this pressure to be good or at least act good. But once I went to 12-step groups, there was this phrase that you lead with your weakness. And I think I wrote some Facebook stuff about like Patagonia on our Fight for Together Facebook page today about that, because that's been the most key tenet for us. So for me to hang out with sexaholics or alcoholics and to realize that I'm just like them, they're just like me, has been the single biggest help for my spirituality. And it really saved me in a way that I don't think the church would have helped me in at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, we're really gonna wrap this up here, but you know what, damn it, it's our live stream, so we can do this. We don't get this very often. What are your views on college versus no college? Asks John Schwartz. I'm very much against college as a default. I don't think it's a good investment into a career necessarily, unless you know what that career is and that career requires college. But just as like to find yourself and to find your career, I don't think it's a good move. And I don't think it's a good investment financially speaking. Nowadays, I know so many people that are basically in debt, and the job that they got that they thought would pay off college and then some just never did. So I'm not against it. Like if a kid wants to be a lawyer or a doctor and they need to do college, I don't hate college or anything. Random wants to run a marathon. That's cool.
That's cool.
Do you all want to do trail magic here in Burke's Garden? Asks Brad. I don't know where Burke's Garden is. PM me on Facebook and I'll send some local coffee from here in Charlottesville, Virginia. Kathy Rosenberry.
What?
How do I do that? Right now. Kathy Rosenberry. Remember that.
Me.
Private message.
Oh, okay. I'm not on Facebook. That's funny.
Local coffee? Okay, Kathy.
That's cool.
Rosenberry. Deal.
Yep.
Shake on it.
Kayla asked, do you talk to the degenerates still? A few of them, just over social media and stuff.
Oh, Jesse's also a Lagunitas fan.
Oh,
good. Cool. So he knows. Meetup suggestion for the future: host a run. So I'm assuming Tamara's in Cincinnati. You know, I would like to do a meetup. Maybe cool. When the weather gets nice, we can do something
in Cincinnati.
Do a meetup at your favorite coffee shop with other. Is Julie from around here? Julie Wolf? I always see her commenting, but it never occurs to me that people are. If you don't say where you're from, we have no idea where you're from.
Some people do say they're from here, but yeah.
Amanda says, I met y'all on the trail last year near Rutland when I was sectioning. This year I'm doing a Sobo through.
Oh.
How did you deal with post-trail depression? It's hard.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I felt lost for a month. Kind of just wandering around my house like, what are we doing here?
Dude, I wanted to have sex all the time.
That's how Ben dealt with it.
And I mean, because, for 7 days a week, I was exercising like crazy.
Yeah.
And then I go to just sitting there. And I think
it really is a shock to your body. I think we just kind of threw ourselves back into life as much as we could. And I think that helped.
Jess asks, have you guys been approached to speak at homeschool conferences? We are thinking of coming to one in Cincy in April. No, we haven't. And I mean, we're not even like really homeschoolers, I don't think.
Yeah.
We're not public schoolers. We don't talk about this a lot, but I think I also want to make a video about this at some point. We don't really do school.
If
at
people
all.
would want to put us in a category, I guess we're more unschooling, but I don't even fully know what that means. So I'm not really sure.
Okay, there's Kathy. If you can contact us afterwards, I will get that coffee.
That's awesome.
Kathy shook back. Okay. Good.
That's great.
All right. I think, okay. Jen asks, what is involved in your business meetings? Okay, this is going to be the last question.
Family business meetings.
Yes. No. Well, I don't
Is
know.
that what she means?
Jen, do you mean
Or-
our couple ones
Yeah.
or our family ones?
Yeah,
Let's just
well,
talk about our couple ones because
okay.
those have the most history.
Yeah. Oh, we talk about anything we haven't had a chance to talk about during the week or that needs more discussion. We make some decisions on that meeting. A lot of it is about the kids. Some of it's about the future plans.
It's just anything.
Yeah,
And
really.
I am just a huge fan of this because I don't think what people realize is like so many great things have come out of those meetings. I mean, those are the meetings. Those are reasons we probably hiked the AT. You know, I mean, how many times as you as a couple or as an individual do you like say like, oh, well, we have this idea, we want to do this, and then it never happens.
Yeah.
Well, in business, you know, and I worked in business, I think fairly successfully for a while. You know, we have meetings, weekly meetings all the time to get on the same page with your team and your sales guys or whatever. And you like show where you want to go and you discuss goals.
It helps get things moving.
And for some reason, we don't do that with family.
Mhm.
And we just think that there's so many great things that can happen in family, but they just generally don't happen on accident. So,
Yeah.
you know, even a lot of my personal things, like the greatest accomplishments I've done personally are a result of this business meeting where I just say with Cami, I feel like I'm supposed to be writing this book and it's kind of embarrassing and I don't feel like I'm very good at it.
Mhm.
And she'll say like, oh, I think you should do it. And why don't you schedule this weekend in 3 weeks? And it'll be like, oh my gosh, like to have someone that believes in me that can support something that might otherwise not happen. It's just been the coolest thing. So,
Or if you just need help with something to be able to ask for that.
so we've done a lot of this type of talks about these meetings, and that's why we show it most every week. But we really encourage people, if you have a spouse or a partner or a, you know, whoever it is, someone that you can talk to regularly about this type of thing, we really encourage that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to read these last ones, but we're not answering more questions. Emily says, hey, you skipped mine. Dang it. Sorry, Emily. I don't know what yours was. Sergeant Davey says, hey guys, you look great live. Have you explored the work of Ryan Watt or Michael Rood regarding ancient Bible archaeological discoveries? No, I have not. But it sounds interesting. Renee says, you are so out of the box Christians, intriguing. You will reach many the church can't. Kelly says, I remember watching the family live video the day before you left for the trail. Once again, happy 20K.
That's cool.
Bring on 100K. Man, 100K makes me nervous, but that was kind of cool. Victor gives a clap. Christy says, I would love to see a couple of meetings look like. Would you guys film one? No, we won't film one. They're actually incredibly boring. But it's just talking. There's no magic. The magic is whatever communication you see here, just like openness and willingness to share. That's the magic there. And it's not that I don't want to help. It's just that I think it would be so boring. How do you keep your kids so grounded when so many teens today are focused on sex, drugs, clothes, status? Okay, those are questions here. I want to answer them, but we're not going to. Okay, Emily Rose says, okay, I love you anyway. Emily, We love you too. All right. Cool, guys. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for
Thanks
doing
for
this.
joining us.
Yeah, things have been a little crazy lately with, I need to close this chat so I don't look at it. Because things have been a little crazy lately with, we make 5 videos a week. I'm trying to write 2 books, one with Cami, and we're putting out a podcast a week. And it's easy to focus on the negative comments more than the positive ones. So I just felt like, these live
This
chats
is really encouraging.
are a way for me to feel connected, which is
Yeah.
really important. Hey, do you want to say goodbye to these people?
I got into nail polish.
Let me see. Oh, you got nail polish? Let me see.
And on your face, looks like.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
oh, it's all over your hand.
What the heck is it?
Oh, did it get on your face too?
No,
Oh, what's that?
nothing.
Oh, nothing. Okay. Hey, we're saying bye here. You want to say goodbye?
No.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Vlog comes out
Bye.
tomorrow. Goodbye. Thanks for joining us tonight and all the questions and encouragement. Stop broadcast. What?